Today I want to talk to you about wearing the presence of God. Everybody has had or has a childhood superhero, whether it be Superman or Spider-Man, or maybe even Tarzan. We would pretend to be that superhero. If it's Superman, you'd be like, whoosh. You gotta do the sound effects. Whoosh. And you would have your arms extended, you're running around the house, and you're pretending to fly. If you're Spider-Man, you would put on those gloves, and you'd cut off the fingertips, and you'd go, and you'd pretend that you're spraying either the house or your sister, most often your sister, and it was a lot of fun. And one particular time I remember, I was 9 years old. I want to say that I was 9. But I had watched an episode of Tarzan. It was a rerun from not the Tarzan from the 90s. No, this is a rerun from the Tarzan from the 40s and 50s or whatever. And it was all in black and white, and we would watch like an hour long. It's like a movie, maybe an hour and a half. And, Tarzan would be swimming across the river and avoiding the crocodile and saving the girl. And he was like the hero, So being all inspired as a 9-year-old, I decided that I was going to run around the neighborhood in my underwear. And I was beating my chest, and I sounded ridiculous, quite frankly, but I think I looked more ridiculous than anything else. And in any event, why do I say all that? Well, Paul wrote in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 17, he said, "But he who is joined to the Lord becomes one spirit with him." But he who is joined to the Lord becomes one spirit with him. That's a deep thought. We share the same spirit with Christ? One spirit? Two become one. We are one with Christ. And as a believer, we're the bride of Christ. And what do you see in the imagery of a bride? A bride wears what? What does she wear? She wears a wedding gown. The wedding gown, the presence of God. When you wear His presence, you identify yourself with Christ. When a woman wears a wedding gown, everybody's immediately looking, well, where's the groom? Because they become one. They're one. And like your childhood superhero, when you clothe yourself with the power and the presence of God, all the resources of heaven are at your disposal. Let me say that again. As a like a childhood superhero, when you clothe yourself with the presence of God, all of the resources of heaven are at your disposal. So what do you do with that? Now that you understand that, what do you do with that? Well, I'm going to address that in my next video. I'm going to answer that very question. But if you'd like a sneak peek, I encourage you to go to hisfocus.com and read the article, How to Be a Christian Superhero. I encourage you to subscribe below, and when the next video comes out, you'll be made aware. God bless and have a great day.